be able to rebound as the economy rebounds. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? I thought you were coming.
I'm Sandy Zuvinich. I live here in Newtown as well. I live at 8 Chestnut Hill Road. I tried to get my son to come up as well. We are two investments for the future. He is a 4th grader at Sandy Hook. I also have a 2nd grader. I am a new teacher here at Newtown High. I'm also at the very bottom of the list, so we obviously will plead to you to invest in the future. Thank you.
Valerie Pagano-Hepburn, 5 Meadowbrook Road, Newtown. I've been with this district for 20 years. Very proud to be here. Love every minute of it. Leave work every day about 5:30. About 10 or 15 teachers are still at the building. I get emotional because we're a data-driven society, and our scores at our school are so high for the amount of money that we spend, and you're the budget, on per pupil. And you need to look at that and see what these teachers do every single day for these kids. Thank you.
Susan Lang, I live in Woodbury. I teach at Newtown Middle School. My parents moved my family here in 1970. They chose Newtown over the surrounding towns because of the excellence of education here. I attended Hawley School, Newtown Middle School, and I graduated from Newtown High School in 1979. And I'm so old I can't read my writing anymore. In 1989, I began working at the middle school as an aide and a substitute teacher, and I've taught 8th grade social studies there for quite a while. I'm also the co-drama director at the middle school. I know that my work is appreciated, and I know that I make a difference. 1970 was also the year in which the most senior teachers now teaching in this district began working in Newtown. I am very lucky to have been educated in Newtown and to work here now. I know from my own experience as a student and as a teacher how much Newtown teachers care for their kids. I can name so many teachers who touched my life 35, 40 years ago. I won't. They taught and in some cases still teach in Newtown, and I am proud to call them, all of you, my colleagues. Newtown has a reputation as a great place to raise a family because the education system continues to be excellent. I might add that this educational excellence is achieved at one of the lowest per-pupil spending averages in the state. Newtown teachers do more for less. The population in this town has grown by more than 5,000 people since I graduated in 1979. That's not all birth rate. So why are people coming here? To educate their children. In my classroom every day, I teach the children of my classmates. I teach their nieces and their nephews. And I'm not the only product of Newtown schools who is teaching in our district. So why do the children who grow up in Newtown stay in Newtown and raise their families here? Because it's nicer in Newtown. And our teachers from elementary through high school are a big part of that. We know that our children will get a great education in the Newtown school system. Property values in this town have skyrocketed. Why? Again, in large part, it's because of the excellent education that Newtown teachers deliver to Newtown's children every day. Our town has a rich and proven tradition of fine education, but that excellence is being threatened now. I know that money is needed everywhere. There is greater need, there is lesser feed. I get that. But the one place you simply cannot afford to skimp is on the education of our children. They truly are the future. I stand here tonight to implore you not to cut Dr. Robinson's budget. This town's teachers Many of them also town residents do an amazing job teaching this town's children, just as they have for at least the last 40 years. Tomorrow's challenges will require workers and thinkers of the highest caliber. By maintaining Dr. Robinson's budget, you give Newtown's students and teachers a chance to build a better future. You have the power to make this happen. Please don't cut the budget. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hi, my name is Laura Newberry. I'm the president of the Newtown High School Tech Team, and tonight I'm going to speak in their support. I'm going to go a little bit off the beaten path tonight, and you all missed my speech the other night, so I don't know. I guess I could have flip-flopped the speeches, but I would like to address the committee on the subject of supporting the Newtown High School Tech Team. On the organization here, unlike other organizations here at Newtown High School, we are a voluntary service organization. The team, in addition to television broadcasting services, of which tonight is an example, provides technical assistance in the classroom and to the town of Newtown, the Legislative Council, the Board of Education, and the Board of Finance. When the teaching staff and the administration in the district is in need of assistance, our members are available to help out on a wide variety of subjects, ranging from video production to video equipment operation and repair. For the students, we often provide help for after-school clubs and teams. For instance, the last couple of years, we've been mixing music for the Marquettes, which is a dance team, so we mix their music. And we also get a lot of requests from seniors who are athletes. They want copies of their games so that they can show them to college coaches. In addition to the school, we also help the greater Newtown community through support for community events, such as technical support for Relay for Life. And we've done that for a very long time now, and we are going to do that again this year. As a volunteer organization, our ability to provide these support services is directly dependent on the quality of the equipment that we have. I look to you to help us by supporting our equipment budget. Thank you for your thoughtful consideration and your time.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Ward. I teach at the high school. I've often heard people say in the community that teachers are like babysitters. So I did some math, and the average parent in Newtown maybe pays $10 an hour for a babysitter, maybe average 2 kids. So I figured out if you have $10 an hour, 10 pairs of kids, that's $100 an hour, times 7 hours a day, not including homework, and the time that we put in after school, times 180 days a year, that's $126,000. We're not asking for $126,000. We just want to keep our jobs for doing more than babysitting.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah.
My name is Joshua Miles, A2 Lakeview Terrace. And before you asked, the teachers please raise their hands, but to me, these are my friends. That's because of the exit school system. We live in a school where a student not only does the normal schooling, but can stay after school and do things that they want to do, what they love, such as me in rocketry. And I don't know if you have stayed after school, but my dad keeps commenting on these people don't want to leave. If they ever come after school, it's always active up until the time the doors are locked and actually forced out. And I advise you to pay attention to the minor details, not just sitting in the classroom reading statistics off the paper, but actually looking in more deep. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Desiree Galassi, 151